Can I ask that Brandon identify yourself just for the meeting minutes, please?
Brandon Talsma, Jasper County Supervisor.
Good morning, Brandon. All right, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Anybody else, Angela?
No.
Okay. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. I know there is great interest in the Second Amendment sanctuary resolution today. In the interest of time and the respect of an employee that's scheduled to have their annual performance review this morning, we'll be limiting public comment to 1 minute per person. I will set a timer for 1 minute. When that alarm goes off, your time will be up. Please keep the comments germane to the subject that you're speaking on. And during the agenda items, discussion will be limited to the board's members of the board and Hardin County elected officials as explained during last week's meeting by County Attorney Daryl Meyer. So with that being said, I can ask for approval of this morning's agenda.
Move to approve the agenda.
And I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item I have is consideration of approval of minutes from June 30th, July 1st, and July 7th, 2021.
Move to approve minutes.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next I have is approval or consideration of approval for claims for payment dated July 14th, 2021.
Move to approve the minutes from July 14th, 2021.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item I have is a utility permit from Engineer Rawl. It is utility, what's that?
No EMA.
No email.
Okay.
Sorry. I talked to Thomas
No
last
report.
evening. Yep. Go ahead, Taylor.
If you want to approve that, yeah.
Yep, I've got application for Interstate Power and Light, 410 Lawler Street, Iowa Falls, Iowa. Install anchors to support existing poles that are leaning.
I'll make a motion to approve utility permit as presented.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Taylor, you're up.
Sure, I'll try to keep mine short too. So the big highway project in Hardin and Providence, they're done with the first layer of asphalt, so they'll begin the second, probably not today. So things are going good up there. The asphalt patchers that are just doing random spots in the county, they plan on coming next week. So your question on D65, that should be done next week. And our concrete patchers, they're done with D15 and now they're on S75 over by Grundy. So we are ready for RagBrag.
Good.
Yep, well, yeah, ready. All right, that's it.
Thanks, Taylor.
Thank you.
Next item, with our public comment this morning, I'm going to go ahead and defer to the online public comment first. If you'd like to speak, please use the raise your hand button and we'll unmute people as we go this morning. So if you'd like to make public comment, please raise your hand and Michael will unmute you to speak. Anybody?
John,
Michael? Good morning, John.
Yes, is this the public comment regarding the Second Amendment, or is that later in the meeting? I'm just trying to make sure I understand the format you're using here.
This is at all public comment for agenda items or during the public comment section.
Thank
So-
you. Jon Dunwell, just an advocate for rights and Second Amendment. I just want to speak in favor of what your County Board of Supervisors is considering today. one of the things we see across our country is the limiting of rights. And when I think about what you're proposing here, I don't look at it only from a gun perspective. I look at it as a way of respecting the rights that our Constitution gives us. And specifically, the Bill of Rights is about limiting government. And so this is a basic right about saying how far government can go. And I absolutely believe that each and every person who serves on that board has an obligation to ensure that the Constitution is fulfilled. So I appreciate what you're doing here in your county and across Iowa, and fully support what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Michael, anybody else? Okay. Go ahead, Julie.
So will there be another opportunity to talk about the Second Amendment resolution? Or is this it? Yes or no?
This is it, yes.
Okay, so we have this, this resolution that talks about a well-regulated militia. Am I to understand that the county is going to establish a well-regulated militia? Because I don't think we have those anymore. I don't know, you might call them National Guard, whatever. And this is just a piece of political theater. Throwing red meat to a certain set of voters who you want to keep their attention so they vote because they're the least likely group to vote. It's just, do any of you supervisors actually believe there will be legislation to take everybody's guns? It's ludicrous. How many times do you have to make up that ridiculous? It's just, it's foolishness.
Thank you, Julie. Next,
Donna has a question, but can't find the
Okay.
raise hand button.
Donna, go ahead.
Yeah, obviously you're going to pass this resolution. But my question is, should Sheriff McDaniel deem it necessary for safety purposes, would this resolution prohibit him or his deputies from using state or federal laws to remove weapons from a property or a situation?
No, it does not affect enforcement standpoint for us. We'll still prosecute gun crimes, we'll still do our jobs accordingly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. Other online comments? Okay. Seeing nothing from the online participants, I can go ahead and open public comment here in the Hardin County Courthouse. So Pauline, go ahead.
Why do you feel that we need this resolution? I guess is my first question, and I would like that answered from you. And really, don't we kind of already have this? Why politicize this? Because in a way, it's going to make Hardin County stand out. And who's to say we do have a lot of people that get antagonized real early. And I have been threatened already about the mask issue. And I have had a couple of people do this to me. That's a gun issue threat. So who's to say that people, now since we have the right to carry, we don't have to, and we can have the guns in store. How much more violence is this going to bring to Hardin County? I worry about that.
Okay.
And what
Your time
about
has expired.
standing on a bridge and somebody passing through the interstate
Okay.
and you shooting them? Those are my concerns and
Okay.
worries. Can I have
Thanks.
those answered from you?
Do you want to answer?
I'm listening to public comment.
Okay. When we get to the agenda item, I do have answers for your questions. I'll answer everybody at once, okay?
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, you bet. Next person that would like to publicly speak. Matt.
I'll just say that I really encourage you to pass this resolution as we recognized in our country the federal overtake of our individual rights, states' rights. And we have to resolve that this is an important Second Amendment. It's very important to our upholding of our republic. And if nothing else, it provides a statement that we're not going to put up with the overreach of government, the federal government, to take our rights as they've been attempting to. And so I encourage you to pass it.
All right, thank you, Matt.
I'd
Anybody
like
else?
I'd like
Robert?
to second his
Okay.
statement.
Okay,
The only thing I think it's almost asinine that we have to address this issue with the administration that we have in place. I think this is a good idea for Hardin County.
thank you.
I'd like
Michael,
to agree with what he said. I think it's kind of silly we even have to have this meeting. It's our constitutional right. I don't think we should even have to defend it like this. But I think you're taking the appropriate steps to make sure that our rights are protected.
thank you.
But I don't think the federal
Colleen,
government's
if you
taking
want to have
our,
a debate with a member of the audience here, you'll have to do that outside, okay? So,
well, I was just gonna say
yeah,
though,
well, he didn't ask for a rebuttal and this isn't the time and place for that.
okay, but I was addressing that to you,
Yeah,
though.
but
The
you've
government's
already
not
had your
taking
time.
our
Right,
guns.
okay. Any other public comment? Yes, sir.
100% for it.
You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Christopher Seams.
Okay,
I've active duty Army for 12 years, worked as a contractor for another 10.
thank you for your service.
100% for this.
Thank you. Okay, any other public comment? Okay. Next item I'll address would be the resolution declaring Hardin County a Second Amendment sanctuary county.
Do you want to read the resolution?
Sure. Let's see. So, whereas the right of people to keep and bear arms is guaranteed as an individual right under the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state and the right of people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And whereas the right of the people to keep and bear arms for defense of life, liberty, and property is regarded as an inalienable right by the people of Hardin County. And whereas the people of Hardin County, Iowa, derive economic benefit from all safe forms of firearms recreation, hunting, and shooting conducted with Hardin County using all types of firearms allowable under the United States Constitution and the laws of the state of Iowa. And whereas the Hardin County Board of Supervisors was elected to represent the citizens of Hardin County and have sworn by their oath of office to uphold the United States Constitution and the Constitution of the state of Iowa. And whereas the Iowa State Senators and State Representatives have also sworn by their oath of office to uphold the United States Constitution and the Constitution of the state of Iowa. And whereas legislation is currently being considered and expected to be proposed by both the Iowa State Legislature and the federal legislature that potentially seeks to infringe on the constitutionally protected right of citizens to keep and bear arms. And whereas it is desirable to declare that Hardin County is a Second Amendment sanctuary county, as Hardin County opposes the enactment of any legislation that would infringe upon the constitutional right of the people of Hardin County to keep and bear arms. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Hardin County Board of Supervisors declares Hardin County to be a Second Amendment sanctuary county and hereby states its opposition to the enactment of any legislation that would infringe upon the constitutional right of the people of Hardin County to keep and bear arms.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution regarding the county Second Amendment sanctuary county.
I will second.
Okay, I have a motion, a second. I would appreciate discussion.
I believe some questions were asked out there. I'll let you field the questions, but
why it's on the agenda isn't as important to me as that it is on the agenda and I do believe in it.
I would say the same thing. And I do know, listening to the news, there has been one other county that's also passed this. So we're not the first. But I also believe in everything that's stated in the resolution also, so.
So I prepared more of a statement. This is about preemptive action that I believe I took an oath to protect, and that is of the Iowa and the US constitutions. The issue of gun control has been a part of American politics before the nation was even founded. Debates centered around hunting, military defense, and the question if slaves and freedmen were allowed to be armed. The debate started in England and popularized in the American colonies with the spread of Henry's Care of English Liberties, or the freeborn subjects to inheritance, and discussed in the American printed Conductor Generalis, or the office, duty, and authority of justices in 1722. The debate about gun control in the Constitution was a headache for James Madison. He set out to make Federalists and Anti-Federalists happy and consequently upset both. But I've heard all the arguments. I've heard all of the pros about this resolution. I don't think it will propagate behaviors. I don't think it will antagonize behaviors, because a behavior is by one human. I own a fair amount of guns, and I know most everybody in the room owns a firearm. And my firearms have never been used to harm anybody. The resolution says safely, law-abiding, lawful. So I stand behind this resolution, knowing and believing that lawful Americans and lawful, law-abiding Hardin County citizens shouldn't be punished for the behaviors of others' actions. So with that being said, unless there's any more comments, I'll ask for a roll call vote. Any? Lance? Renee?
No.
Angela?
Renee,
Aye.
Lance,
Aye.
BJ,
Aye. Resolution passes. Next item I have is an application for a liquor license from Wine on Wheels. This was up for consideration last week. There were some incomplete dates on the application, so they've amended their application to reflect the proper dates. Wine on Wheels is asking for their license effective the 25th of July, 2021, and would expire the 30th of July, 2021.
I'll make a motion to approve the application of liquor license as stated.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. The next item I have, I've got 3 items. They're all very similar. The auditor's office has identified numerous checks that were issued in fiscal year 18, 19, and 20 that have been uncashed. And so those just need to be formally canceled. So I would accept approval of the 3 resolutions presented for the checks from fiscal year 18, 19, and 20. Individual, please.
Okay. I will make a motion to approve the cancellation of outstanding checks for fiscal year 2018.
I will second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Angela?
Renee,
Aye.
Lance,
Aye.
BJ,
Aye. Motion carries. Next would be consideration of the resolution to cancel the fiscal year 19 checks.
I'll make that motion to approve the resolution canceling outstanding checks fiscal year 19.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Angela?
Lance,
Aye.
Renee,
Aye.
BJ,
Aye. The last in regards to this issue would be the fiscal year 20 check cancellation resolution.
I'll make a motion to approve the cancellation of outstanding checks resolution for fiscal year 20.
I will second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Angela?
Renee,
Aye.
Lance,
Aye.
BJ,
Aye. Motion carries. Next item I have for consideration is Recorder Cadner's monthly report.
I'll make a motion to approve the recorder's monthly report of June.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. I have a change of status for consideration with the Hardin County Conservation Department.
Make a motion to approve the change of status for Becky Ferricks in the Conservation Department. It's a pay increase. There was an administrative correction made to do a 13-cent bump to $12 an hour.
I will second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
This is a part-time employee,
Correct.
Yes.
permanent part-time, excuse me.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next, I have two change of status from the Hardin County Sheriff's Office.
Make a motion to approve the change of status for William Rom. It's a pay increase. It's a 3% increase on July 1st. It was certified at an incorrect wage of $29.59, and now we're changing it to the correct amount of $29.60.
I will second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
It's effective July 1st.
Yes.
It'll be retroactive. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And there's a change of status for Jason Foltz, also in the Sheriff's Department. It's a resignation. He was full-time correctional officer. It's effective July 2nd, 2021.
I will second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
It's been here quite a few years. I'd like to thank him.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Other business, Lance,
None.
Renee?
Nothing.
Okay, I just want to give public an update that the examining board for the county assessor's appointment has met, and they have requested the list per Iowa code, getting that, sending out letters to applicants, and they will be meeting, I believe, on the 19th or the 26th, and then the conference board will take any recommendations from them on the morning of the 28th. So that can update you on that. If there's nothing else, I can ask for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
taking this resolution on.
Take
Thank you.
Thanks, nice